Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We have a treat for you today. Compliments of Henry and Josh of 9-Hole Reviews. I give you the AK9er, a beautiful salvaged Saiga 223 that was bubbled to oblivion, brought back to life by the boys over at 9-Hole. Today, we're going to go over how I feel about it. We're going to take this bad Johnny to a match, see how we do. We will spend some quality time getting to know the gun that got many of us into 5.56 AKs. For a deeper dive into the AK9er to see how much time and effort went into saving this gun, check out the description below where I have the mini-series linked. And while you're there, check out 9-Hole Reviews. If you like what you see, feel free to give these awesome dudes a subscribe. The AK9er was first introduced on YouTube back in 2018, and at that time, there wasn't a whole lot of really good content on NATO AKs. And if you ask me, a big reason for that is options. There weren't a lot. In 2018, really all you were able to go out and buy was an SLR 106, the Bulgarian stamped AKMs that were currently being imported. Back in 2018, we didn't know it, but they were soon to be gone forever. So at that time, other than the 106, there really wasn't much else. No Barils, no Sam 5s, no M90s. And this was long before the explosion in popularity that we're currently seeing with Galils. A popular option back in those days was to find one of the Russian sporterized Saigas in 223. These things for years could be found between $200 to $300, but unfortunately the Russian ban happened and they doubled in price. You could still find one for around $500 to $600. Now, even though they looked very ugly, that's how they had to be imported. The good thing was you had really good Russian bones and a good platform to build on. So with the right parts and a good competent gunsmith, you could have one fully converted to a nice Russian 223 AKM. And that is what we have here. This gun started life with its original owner being turned into a really bad attempt at a Galil clone. As you can see here, the original owner really wanted a Galil, so he bolted as many Galil parts on this thing as he could. In the process, with some really bad gunsmithing and probably a few beers, jacked up the gas system and made it borderline non-functional and not that great to look at. And that was the story of this gun for years until somehow Henry stumbles across it, this non-functioning Galil clone, buys it for almost nothing, and with a lot of trial and error and the help of a really cool gunsmith, gets it back up and running and eventually turns it into the gun that you see today. Henry was cool enough to let us borrow this thing, but he had an ulterior motive. He wanted us to shoot a match with it. I'm not sure that this gun has ever competed in a match. It has done his practical accuracy testing. They have a full video on that, and it did pretty well. So obviously this gun has what it takes out to distance, but how will it do under the clock in a competitive setting where all the targets are very up close and personal with a lot of moving and shooting? That's what we hope to find out today. Before we do that, I need to spend some time getting familiar with this gun and practicing with it. So I'm going to show you the day that we spent at the range, really spending some quality time with the AK9er. Now listen, I say all the time that 5.56 AKs don't recoil much. This gun barely has any perceivable recoil, almost none. Just watch these double taps. Crazy. Even with Rachel shooting this gun, it almost has no recoil, and keep in mind, she only weighs about 115 pounds. That's not a lot of body weight to put behind a rifle, and it still shoots and feels like a laser beam. Mags are a little tight.
Yeah.
Four, 5.3. Henry actually used, you could see in his video, a Galil mag latch. And the Galils had this little protector that hangs low. AKs don't have this, so you can't sweep the mag paddle like you would on a regular AK. You can kick it out with your index finger, or maybe come back around with your thumb. So we're gonna try to actually kick it out with our index finger like you would on a Galil. You should be able to just that and come in. So we'll try that. Woo. So much going on here that I'm not gonna do. Ready?
That was a lot better.
4.34.
Ooh.
Four point three. 4.4. 3.72.
Yay! Woo!
We can do it back to back. I'll feel really good. And a jam. 3.2.
Ooh, nice.
This gun was specially tuned to run with a suppressor, as you can see here. Steel case is a little underloaded for this gun. The brass case that we bought is just enough to do it. If you had like some NATO 5.56, this thing would just Cadillac all day long. It likes the finer things in life. But we're gonna keep feeding it dirt ammo just a little while longer. .6.
Oh.
That's what we're looking for.
Yes.
One thing I just cannot stress enough, really focus on how little recoil there is. I think we have a reload in our future. Incredibly soft. The biggest supporter of today's video is Slate Black Industries. I actually have a discount code. If you do like the M-LOK accessories that you see in this video, that's all Slate Black. Forward grip panels on the bottom and on the sides here. They also have hand stops. Go check them out, guys. If you do like that kind of stuff, use my discount code below. It'll save you some money. Here's another link for you. If you do like primary arm stuff, which we absolutely love, I probably have a dozen of their optics. Miss Richella Bella has a discount code for you guys. I'll put her link down below. I don't have one, but she does, so I'll share it with you if you do want to save some cash on some cool primary stuff. And finally, to help out the channel, guys, go by thirdpinthreads.com, pick up a hat, pick up a t-shirt. That's a great way to get something for your cash, and it's a really good way to support the channel. Makes life easier on us. It's gonna make life easier on you too, because you're gonna look good and feel good. Okay, I'm done pinching myself, knowing that I actually have been able to borrow the AK-9er. This is a gun that got a lot of people into 5.56 AKs. It's probably the highest viewed 5.56 AK video on the internet. Henry really wanted me to shoot a match with this, so now that we found some ammo that works, let's go to our favorite match on the planet, Texas Kalashnikov near Fort Hood. 4 stages of pain. This is like another pinch myself moment. I'm actually shooting Henry's AK-9er at a match. Let's go.
Like
Where is my shooter?
Someone's gonna give that a good throw and it's just gonna come apart in the air.
It's already fallen apart.
First stage of the day, course of fire. You throw the weighted bag. Wherever that bag lands, you have to pick up your gun, load it, make ready, run to the bag. A part of your body must be touching that bag, and then you will shoot all the paper targets. Once that's done, you move as far forward as you need to expose 2 hidden blocks of wood. Shoot both of them until they fall, and that's it. Let's see how we do.
Stand by.
Ooh.
All right, unload, show clear. 1820. 1820. Very good. All right, let's reset.
I don't like running slings at a match, but... Is 18 slow?
No. Like, trigger finger. Because I know you're like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I have to shoot slow. It's just beautifully gassed. Like me.
Oh, no.
Like,
You have to shoot a little slower at short stroke. Not a great start to the day. We came in 32nd place out of 59 shooters on this first stage because we had a really bad 10-second penalty. After this stage, I told myself every small target is getting 3 shots from now on. 2 shots leaves way too much margin for error, and unfortunately, I pulled a shot. Will not happen again. That was just me. This thing's zeroed really nice. Alright, let's hope we can really clean it up on this stage. So, the course of fire here is we have 6 shooting positions numbered 1 through 6. We have 6 targets also numbered 1 through 6. As you move from position to position, you have to shoot at the numbered target that corresponds with the position that you are currently standing next to. If you're standing at 1, you have to shoot at target 1, and so on. Let's see how we do.
All right, shooter, make ready. All right, do you understand course of fire? Understand course of fire? Are you ready? Stand by.
nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Great time.
Is that Jay?
Someone being murdered?
I think someone's stabbing all the targets.
Definitely Baby 8. Give me a Tuscan Raider! And after a terrible showing, we had a really good run on that one. First overall out of 59, we only missed 1 shot. Everything after that was 1 shot, 1 hit. Couldn't be happier. Moving on. All we have to do on this stage is knock down this bad guy with our fake gun. He will activate a moving target, smoke all of the paper targets, finish on that moving target to stop the clock.
Yes? Yep. Are you ready? Stand by. Did you forget a bottle? Is that what happened?
Fell off the loop. Sometimes this happens. You have targets that malfunction. Unfortunately, my water bottle fell before I had a chance to shoot at it. You at least need to take a shot at it so you don't get the penalty. This happens at matches all the time. Anyway, we shot everything else clean. Still a little slow. 12th overall. I still think we can really crank it up on this last stage and hopefully finish somewhere towards the top. Final stage of the day, there's a lot going on this one. So basically, you're going to flip over a card, whatever shape you reveal are your no-shoots. At that point, you take a hammer, smash the door open, pick your gun up, charge it, and shoot the targets as they present themselves to you. There's a couple of steel targets. Remember, whatever the shape is, we cannot hit it.
Stand by.
Hearts because we're in love.
Show clear.
And with that, we snag a 3rd place overall finish on the final stage of the day. I'm very happy with that. Even with a few misses on that second steel, we probably could have tightened that up a little bit. Everything else was clean. Now this gun with the front end conversion, meaning it's got a combo gas block and a slightly shorter barrel, it goes in and out of those windows super easy. This gun is very light on its feet, it's highly maneuverable, and the light recoil and really nice trigger make it a badass competitive package. So, all that's left now to see is the overall score. Let's crunch those numbers.
Thanks for a really good 0, Henry. He said it was bore-sided. We trusted him. Every mag I've tried today has been perfect. WBP, FB, Circle 10, they all ran great. We were running super Gucci ammo.
Oh yeah, look at that orange tip.
These are like varmint rounds, but they ran.
The numbers are in. We came in 2nd place out of 59 shooters overall. I can barely believe it, but you know, when I tell you how the gun felt and how it shot the day before the match, it's not that hard to believe. This gun's capable. It is nice knowing that this gun did so well on their long-range accuracy testing, and given to a guy that really only had a day to get to know this gun and practice with it, we could still go take 2nd place. I bet in the hands of an even better shooter, that gun could have taken 1st place all day long. But the guy that showed up that took 1st place gapped me by like 20 seconds. He was smoking some crack. There's no way we would have caught him. But I am still so proud of the results, and I'm proud of this gun, and it just speaks volumes about 5.56 AKs in general and how capable they are. And this gun, to a lot of people, made that okay. It made NATO AKs cool, and a lot of people really started paying attention to them because of this specific rifle.
A lot of people said this was the AK that got them into AKs in general. You know, Henry and Josh do such a good job producing those videos, and their AK content alone is some of the best that you're going to find on the internet. It's pretty unbelievable the accuracy that Henry and Josh have gotten out of these things. They've killed so many AK myths and have gotten a lot of people into this awesome platform, and I'm eternally grateful to those guys for just being them and making that awesome content and letting us borrow the AK-9er, a hero gun for me. Super excited still. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. We'll see you next time.